What's up? What's up?
Hey man, what's good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good.
How you doing?
Everything, everything cool, man. Just really, like I told you on Thursdays, we just have like shooting workout. So really, just been chilling.
Yeah,
Hmm
you had a little break for the season.
Yeah, we had a break, the 26th to or 24th to the second or third.
Okay.
So I went out to Madrid.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, saw the city a little bit. How you
And
doing?
I'm doing great, man. Man, the semester's about to start back up. Got a lot
Yeah.
of things going on, so just sticking with it and enjoying this weather out here for sure. It's not like
Yeah, how long you been in Miami?
I've been out here since July.
Okay,
Yeah, since July. So,
okay.
yep.
It's a lot different than Jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot different. It's a lot different than
I was
Orlando.
about to say the same thing. A lot different than Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can get started with everything. Um, for anyone who's tuned in, right here, this is the man, the myth, the Leahy home. But nah, this is my guy Vince Dillard. Man, I don't even know where to start, man. We met in Orlando, grinding together.
Right.
Real good dude, genuine, hard worker. And just one, he's gonna get it by any means necessary. So that's definitely what I could say for you about you. He plays for CB Virgin de la Concha. What's your guys' record now? You guys only lost like 2 games.
8-3 right now.
Eight
Yeah,
and
we
three.
lost our last one
Okay,
going into the break.
so 8-3. Doing this thing. What you averaging right now?
Right now I'm like fifth in the league, having like 22 points, and I'm like second in steals for the league, having like 4 steals, something like that.
Word,
Yeah.
word. That's what it is.
hmm
Okay. So yeah, man. So tell the people a little bit about yourself. I kind of talked about you a little bit, but tell them all the ins and outs of events.
Well, really, man. Uh, I mean, to put it in a nutshell, bro, like people see the final the touch of the final product now, but like this shit was a grind, man. Like you going to after college, going to like showcases, trying to get on, and really just figuring out the business of basketball, how things work. You just realize, what I mean, if you're not coming from a big school, if you ain't got a big name, 9 times out of 10, bro, you gotta grind. You know what I mean? You may have the talent, but a lot of people just didn't have the hustle. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dudes that's more talented than me back home, or got had better numbers in college, but they just didn't have that hustle piece that went with it. That was like, hey, I'm about to make the world see me, and they go see me. If they don't like it or not, they go see me. You feel
Right.
me?
Right.
Yeah, so man, I've been to. I told back in 2016, I told my dad I'm like I'm gonna move to Los Angeles, California, and then from there I got my car and I drove. I drove like I don't know how many. I think it's like 2,000 miles
Mm-hmm.
from
Yeah,
Florida
that's
to
a
LA.
that's a trip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I drove there, only knowing, and then this is how the small the world is. My high school teammate, in high school at the time, his aunt lived 30 minutes from LA. So we still cool to this day, and his dad is cool with my dad. So my dad told his dad, "Hey, Vince trying to find a spot to stay out in Los Angeles because we don't know nobody."
Right.
Because I told my pops I was gonna go, out to LA, stay in my car. I had a 24-hour fitness
The gym.
membership.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So I was gonna thug it out and just make it work because I already met a trainer out there. He said I could train or whatever. But so it was just like, and then I wanted to play in the Drew League, of course. So I was just gonna like thug it out, and he came through. Hit his sister up back in out there in it's called San Fernando. Well, she lives in Sylmar. It's like 30 minutes from LA, and she called me, told me it was cool for me to come stay out there with her,
Yeah.
and from there, bro, man, God just just said, okay, he just took a hold of my life and just, yeah.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me kind of like what I did when I came to Orlando and how we met, because I did the same thing, man. I packed up my car and drove all the way down Jersey to Florida, and
Yeah.
I ain't know what it was gonna bring.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's crazy because I linked up with T Fave, and we had played college against each other. So he was already
Oh,
out there. So that was like one person I knew, and then I met you. Jordan, Wood, Will, Vaughn. The whole crew. The whole squad. And we just built that brotherhood.
so you didn't know T-Fave before? Like
No,
you
I
knew
knew
of him?
no, I knew him before. We played against each other in
Okay.
college. Like we were rivals in
Okay.
college. Yeah, we were rivals. So
Okay.
yeah, it's just crazy, when you just make that move and you just push forward with what you really want, and everything starts to fall into place.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
I
So
think that's the biggest.
I wanted to ask you because I've been checking out your videos that you've been having, and one of the quotes that really stuck out to me, you were saying that people are seeing what you've been seeing in your head for 3 years. So kind of explain that to me a little bit, like, and what did that entail for you, and kind of like how did you go about that when you say like you saw it in your head for 3 years?
Well, I think the biggest thing was, man. First of all, man, I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee at the time back in 2015, and it was when we was playing with the Marvel. You remember it? I don't know if you remember that, but bro, I watch a lot of TED Talk videos on YouTube. So it was like 1 in the morning, so usually we had practice around 10, 11. So I was like, I gotta go to bed so I could get up and go to practice. And it was a TED Talk video like, what is your purpose? And and I wanted to click on it to watch it. And I was like, no, it's too late. I'll watch it tomorrow. Bro, go ahead and head into practice. It's like a drizzle rain. I'm in my car, and my car hydroplanes, hits the median, flips over.
I remember that when you got in an accident.
Yeah, bro. I totaled my car and came out, bro. And the people, it was like a movie. I feel like it was a movie. And people walking up to me like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding?" And they was like, "No, no, you good." So I sat on the ground, bro. I laid down, laid back, and I just started bawling, crying, bro, bawling, crying. Like, what in the world? Like, how did I survive? Pretty much, you feel me? And from then on, I was just like, I gotta get it, man. Like it was just like something clicked. Was like, bro, this shit not promised, you know. And then I started. I don't know. I just started like it was just it's a thing when you isolate yourself and you put your energy into something you want to be, you know what I mean? And it's just like something like you start, meditating, you start visualizing, you start writing your goals down, and you have this one-on-one talk with God, like, hey, like, some people don't believe in God, some people believe in the universe, some people believe in divine, whatever you believe in, it's in you, you know what I mean? Because they created you, and you start like talking like, man, like, well, how do I go about doing what I need to do to get where I need to go? You
Right.
feel me? And just it was a couple months later, probably around December, because this happened in October. So around December, I went back to my university in West Virginia, and I was just up one morning, 3 in the morning, and I saw this trainer out in LA named Keon, and he was talking about they runs and stuff, and I hit him up, and mind you, this guy trains like NBA guys, he trains James Harden, all the LA guys, he's big time. So I write him on Instagram, DM him. I'm like, hey, I want to come out there. I'm trying to train. I'm trying to go overseas. I'm trying to, do this in the third. And I didn't know if he's gonna write me back or not. So once he wrote me back, it was a done deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was my direction. I feel like Los Angeles was my direction. Not knowing nobody, not having any relations out there. I was like, bro, let me go ahead and do it. And see what happens. I can always come back to Sanford. You feel me? That
Yeah.
was my whole mindset. Like
So
I'm a
did you?
I'm a I'm a I felt
No, you said go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so like, did you envision yourself like, so like you saw yourself beforehand, like making a move somewhere to transition,
Bro,
like bridging that
yeah,
gap to
that's what I'm saying. My whole thing was I already saw myself playing in the Drew League, saw myself training out there in LA. Like before I even left, like like to think how strong the mind is. It could have been so many things that could have went wrong going out to LA. But for everything that I wanted in my mind to happen, the way it happened out there when it happened,
Right.
it was like, bro, like I didn't know I was this powerful.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you have to step back. Like even when I step back today and I'm like, bro, how did I create all this stuff I had in my mind? Like how did I just like still to this day, I still don't believe how I took it from like you told me started from
Yeah. Nah,
to like
absolutely.
even now, and I'm not even know where I'm going to be. But it's just like how did I just? It's just so many basketball players out there, bro. It's just
Yeah.
so many, you know what I mean, and the odds, you know. So it's just like wow, you know what I mean. And that's where you get the confidence and stuff from. Is like okay, if I did this, what else can I do? You know.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. I mean, even with me, like I like even making that move to Orlando. I remember before I moved out there, I did like it wasn't so much of a visualization, but it was more of like writing down what I wanted to achieve, and it was
Yeah,
like kind
right.
of like a I want list. So I wrote down where I wanted to play, things that I wanted to accomplish in my life. Even like it's crazy, right? Because at that time I wrote that list in like 2015. And I even had like stuff on there for grad school, like what I would be studying
Really.
and all that stuff. And it's just crazy that like when I go back and I look at that list, it's just like man, like I went over in Spain and played. I've been to a couple of the countries, even though I wasn't there for an extended amount of time. I went there for basketball related reasons. I'm in grad school, studying what I had on that list. And it's crazy, how powerful it is that when you actually see or
And,
envision yourself doing things that you can really accomplish them.
and it was crazy too. My senior year of college, I had a journal. Like I would write because I just everybody should have like some kind of documentation in their life. Everybody has a unique journey. Like everybody can't be LeBron James and Zion Williamson or whatever. But
Yeah,
at the end of the day, bro, your life once you leave this earth, you want somebody to be like, I remember that person. You feel
absolutely.
me? And so that's my biggest thing is like the legacy. So I would write my like goals down or whatever, and I would say, man, I wonder where I'm gonna be at 2 to 3 years. I hope I be overseas playing ball. But I didn't really know. Like I hit up, like I was on some like crazy. Like, I hit up Tim Grover my senior year. Like I hit him, I found his information because I read his book or whatever. But of course, he didn't write me back. But still, I go to LA. Listen, though, I go to LA. The guy that trains me in LA was Tim Grover. Was up under Tim Grover. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get Tim Grover, but hey, I
But
got
you
the
got right
closest
there.
thing to him.
You got right there. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, hey. So and that's one thing I feel like life gonna give you like I feel like God is quick with his is loud with it is quick with his how do I put it? He's quick with his nose, or he's obvious with his nose, and he's quick with his yeses. Like so, if you want something, it may not happen tomorrow, but it will happen for you, right? But if it don't happen, it just wasn't yours to have. Like some people want certain stuff, and it just wasn't yours to have. Like and
Right.
that's how I realized in life. It's just some stuff. Hey, it just that's not your journey. That's not your role.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's not what you here to contribute to mankind. You feel me?
Absolutely. So like piggybacking off that a little bit. So like, what is one skill you feel like that separates you from like the rest? Like, as far as like as a person, or we can even say like a professional basketball player. Like, what's one skill you think you possess that kind of separates you?
I feel like my biggest thing, bro, is my work ethic. But of course, a lot of people work hard. But I feel like the mental part of it, man. Like I know, like I used to just work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. But you gotta be mindful in what you're doing.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta know, like, okay, I missed this shot. Sometimes people just miss 10 shots. They don't know why they're missing, or you know what I mean,
Right.
the awareness of them on the court. You feel me? And once you start mentally knowing, okay, I gotta do this, or like shoot, like I mean, man, you have to go to the court this day. I could just think of myself in my form, just shooting in my mind, hitting swish, 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 and I don't have to shoot too many shots that day. But if once the game comes, that's when your subconscious taps in. Like he said, swish, swish. So it's gonna do whatever you command it to do. That's what people don't understand. Your mind would do what you say it would do.
Yeah.
Like people think,
Your mind
okay,
believes, your body will achieve.
Listen, man. Listen, it's so big because the mind don't know small and big. They just know what you tell it. So if I say, "Hey, I want to be a millionaire by 2000 in
Right.
2019," it doesn't know, man. I got to do a lot of stuff. No, it just knows, okay, we got to make this happen. So
Yep.
now we got subconsciously, I got to find a way, the avenue to make it happen. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
Now, and I don't think people tap into that enough. They get how do I say? They get like they like not conform in a way, but it's just like they listen to what other people say too much instead of finding it within themselves to be, you know what I mean, whatever they're trying to do, you
Absolutely.
know. And I feel like, yeah, so that's the biggest thing from the rest. I feel like people just don't see themselves in that situation, in those situations, whatever that may be. Some people may not see themselves. They want to do it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just their environment. It doesn't. They don't. How could I be there? Like nobody. How could I be there? Like nobody else is doing it. And I know. You
Nah.
feel me? Like
Nah.
so. It's like that's the biggest thing, bro. Once you like take that key and unlock your mind, you realize, bro. Like, and then that's another thing. You realize those people that's on that level are not really that much better than you. You know, they just had more resources. They just had more opportunities.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so much situational stuff that you realize, oh, like, you know, oh, okay, I thought you was different. Like, you was like me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you realize it's like, wow, I thought you would have been like, you know, but you see stuff like that, and it's just like, I can do it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So like how so like for you, like how do you feel like, because like for me right now, like me listening to this and obviously me knowing you, you know, it seems like, you know, like you have complete control over your mind, which is, you know,
Mm,
that's like with any athlete, that's like really like step one. So
mm.
how do you feel like you having control over your mind has helped you throughout your journey, whether it's been, you know, moving from Orlando or Sanford to Cali, and then making that transition through those times where you went out to, you know, Chile to go play, and all those different times where you were in different situations. How do you feel like you being able to control your mind and control your thoughts help you throughout your journey, and also it has helped you your performance as well when you perform on the
Mm.
court?
Okay, well, the first part is I feel like anytime we all got that fight or flight. So anytime we put in a pressure situation, you know, we could go left or right. You feel me? And before, you know, when I was in college, I would flight. I would be scared. You know what I mean? Pressure come, I would leave. You know,
Hmm.
but until I started meditating, bro, like dudes gotta understand, bro. Anybody that has anything financially, majority of people, some people, you know, of course, if they got it from their parents or whatever, but majority of times the people that get it from the ground up are spiritually on another level than your average Joe. You know what I mean? It's the reason why that guy has a lot of money. It's not because he had all the resources, but he just figured it out. So my whole thing is when I go to these different countries, I'm put in these pressure situations because guess what? I gotta perform. Because if I don't perform, I'm going home, and I don't want that feeling. You know what I mean? Because it was plenty of nights when I was in South America, I would be up, you know, all night stressing. Like, bro, I gotta have a good game. Like, if I don't have a good
Yeah.
game, you know, my plane ticket. But then
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
realized,
Next.
yeah, you
Yeah.
feel me? Like, it's right. It's so cutthroat, you know, and it's so like, so it's like, okay, I got 100% believe in myself. Because if I don't believe in myself, what make these other people think they go believe in me? So
Hmm.
I got to produce a good product. Because if I don't, I'm gone. So it comes to where you have that talk with yourself, like, hey, what we gonna do? You feel me? You got that talk with yourself, like, what we gonna do? Are we gonna fold, or we go gain momentum and keep moving forward? And so I just made that. It starts with a decision. And people, there's one thing I'm gonna say, and then I'll let you talk. It's a choice, bro. Anything your mind brings up something, you have so many thoughts in your mind. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do this. On the court, off the court, you feel me? It's your decision to say, I'm gonna act on that thought.
Hmm.
You have you say, do you want to think about that? I don't want to think about it. It's something, okay, I can think about something. You have that, that's what you have. I don't have to think, I may have had the thought, but I don't have to follow through with it.
Yeah.
If I say,
Yeah.
oh man, I missed
It's
five
a
shots.
decision.
I'm not shoot. I can't shoot. I can't say it again.
Nah, I said, yeah, it's a decision. You have that
Say
decision.
it one more time.
Now I said you have a decision,
Right.
and you can, like you
Right.
said, you can either go with the negative, or you can go with the positive, or
Right.
however it
And
is.
that's how players lose confidence. That's how players get in these what they call like bad shooting streaks or just
Slumps.
mentally out of whack slumps. Yeah, bro, it's just that decision. Like you could change in an instant, whatever you want. Like, okay, I don't have to. I could think about this now. I could put all my energy into this positive instead of worrying about the negative. Like, but people they don't realize that they're doing it. They're not mindful that they're thinking that negative thought. Like I was training this kid yesterday, and he's shooting free throws, and he's like, "My arm is just hurt. My arm is hurt." I'm like, "Stop thinking about your arm. Just look at the front of the rim and just shoot it. It's a free throw shot. You shot so many of these before. Just shoot. Don't worry about what that's not helping you make a shot. Worry about what's going to help you make that shot. You feel me? Yeah.
That's
So
like being able to control what you can control the controllables. You know, that's what that sounds like just right there. Nah, yeah, you preaching to him, man. You preaching to him. So, like, I want to ask you, like, do you have like any like daily routines that you implement within your life? Something that you've been doing, whether you started since you've been out in Spain, or something that you've been doing for a couple years now.
Yeah. Any athlete, man, needs a routine. Especially if you're a collegiate, high school, pro, you need a routine because it's so many. First of all, so many distractions. And once you get to the pro and college level, well, more pro, you have so much more time. So it's like you can either make bad habits with this time, because a year from now, you're only gonna get better or worse. You're not gonna stay the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you need to implement something to keep you going towards that bigger picture of what you have of yourself. So my whole thing is when I wake up, I gotta meditate. You feel me? I like taking. I don't do it every day because just because it's already cold out here, but I like taking cold showers, at least 3-minute cold shower.
Mm-hmm.
Wakes up my body, gets my energy, gets my immune going, gets my thoughts going. Okay, I'm ready for the day. I do my affirmations. I tell my day what it's going to be.
Hey, that's
whatever
huge.
day I want to have.
That's huge.
So I have them like I have one that says I conquered doubt, fear, and failure. I tell myself I conquered this. You know what I mean? I say what I say. That's another one I have. I would change a small part of the world. Like I know I'm telling my subconscious mind, this is what I'm going to be. So this is so back to my subconscious and my conscious mind. So I'm telling my subconscious what it's going to be. So all my conscious know, okay, it don't know big or small. It just knows, okay, how we going to be this person.
How we going to get it done?
How we going to get it done? That's all it's worrying about. They don't worry about all this other stuff that the human or society, oh, that's a big goal. I can't do that. So I tell myself these things. So it may not happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen. So for my day, I need all those things in me, you know what I mean, before I even get on my phone. I don't get up and run to my phone. A lot of people get on their phone right when they get up, or, worry about what happened the night before with who and who or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I've worried about that, and then people, and another thing, it's called the present for a reason. It's a gift, man. Like us talking right now is a gift, man. People are not right. People may be watching this and they're not right here. They may be thinking about, oh, I gotta go where I'm gonna eat later. You feel me?
Yeah. Well, work on what I'm gonna do later, or
right. Just be right here.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just be right, and that's the beauty of life. Is sometimes something bad has to happen, or somebody has to die, or something for people to be like, to finally take in the present, like, oh, it is beautiful. Like my life, something may be going on in my life, but right now, is something bothering me right now? Nothing really bothering me. You know what I mean? Like, so why am I letting that situation come right here?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And that's what I had to get over mentally, is getting over the past, because my past has nothing to do with my future. My future is all right here. this is the future, right? This is the present. I gotta stay in the present, and I think my days are not really bad, not really, they're always consistent because I blueprint my day. I have like 3 to 5 goals I want to do that day. You feel me? And the hardest ones I try to get out first. The ones I know, I try to wake up at a good time. So, cause I know at a certain time, I got to give my time to other people.
Right.
So it's like I got to get this done, so I can give myself to society. You feel me? But that's my biggest thing, bro. People just like stay in the present, stay in the now. Just stay wherever you at. Like, whether you working hard, out with your friends, just be in that moment. Because in 5 years from now, you're gonna look back and be like, dang, I should have hung out with them more. I should have done this more. Like you start regretting stuff.
Enjoy that moment.
Because you didn't enjoy those moments. You didn't really take in the whole thing, pause. But you just did. You just did. You wasn't in there. You know what I mean? And that's where people just stay in that. Their life would be drastically changed.
Yeah, it sounds like, man, since the last time we actually linked up, man, you really have grown, man. No lie, and I mean that's just a testament of all the hard work and you putting yourself out there and everything that you're doing, and and like you said, like from here to a year from now, it's like you're only gonna get better or you're gonna get worse. So I mean, I'm proud of you, bro. Like to be able to say like, yo, that's my guy. He's really out there getting it. I already know like where you at now is a stepping stone to where you're gonna be because of your mentality and the hard work and everything that you put into it. That's for sure. So, just to talk to like maybe some youth or anybody out there, maybe that wants to, they have like a bigger vision or a bigger goal for themselves, and they don't really know how to go about it, or maybe afraid to go about it because they're afraid of how others may view them or think about them. What would you say, what is it like for you, to be able to just step out with faith and uncertainty to be able to chase something that you love?
Well, first thing I would tell them, the biggest thing is, I think I said earlier, confidence. Like, confidence is a crazy thing. Confidence is, I feel like, okay, this is how I'm gonna say it. If I don't show my light, like if you got a vision for yourself, and if you don't follow through on that idea, or if you got goals that you got for yourself and you don't follow through, you got to understand your story is not for you. Your story is for the people around you. You know what I mean? So the people around you may not see it, may not believe it, may not, think it could happen. But if you be that person to show it, you don't understand how many generations you can affect the trickle down.
The impact.
People don't understand how, like you get, oh man, I don't know, I just feel so when people don't understand how important they are to this whole thing. They think, oh, I'm just little old me, I just do this, do that, I do whatever society tells me, but they don't understand, like it's called the butterfly effect. You heard the butterfly? Like how when it comes and it flaps its wings and it can start like a hurricane on the other side of the world. Like, that's the power we have. You may be that person that sparks somebody else's idea goal, and they may never meet you in life. They may just see you on social media.
Yeah,
you inspire them. And so if you could get over the fact that, people are not going to see the same thing as you, people may not believe in you, but if you could see yourself being there, if you're willing to put in the work to get there, then don't let people stop you that's around you because they didn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just because they didn't do it don't mean it's possible. But what if you be that person to do it?
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
And it keeps going around. We all need that person that does something to be like, oh, I can do it now.
Yeah. And like you said, man, you never know like who's watching you, and that's the biggest thing. You know, it's like when we were growing up, right? They would always tell us, right, like you always got to play your game, and you always, got to put your best effort forward because like you don't know who's watching. You never know who's in the stand. It could be a college coach in the stand, but the same thing like
Yeah,
now.
I was big high school.
Yeah. But it's the same thing now. You know what I mean? Like you said, like social media is so big. Our words and everyone has a voice, and your voice could be the changing factor in someone being able to go do something great. And think about it: if you hold those words in for yourself and you don't really expose them, how many people that you really don't touch that you could have touched? You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I like you just got to go for it, and like even like for me, it's like, all right, I'm not hooping no more, but how am I valuable to society? How am I valuable to the next generation of ballers that want to hoop? Regardless, like they might take my story and be able to be like, oh, okay, like he didn't go play 10 years professionally, but he played, he got there, but that kind of pushed him and got him somewhere else where he can even be more valuable. So you never know what your voice can do to someone else, for sure.
And that's what I wanted to tell you, bro. I think I told you when we was writing before, like I'm so glad you tap into this market because we need more of this. People that look like us need more of this. You feel me? So it's like we need that type of mental training because we so fucked up. You know what I mean? Just in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So it's like, excuse my language if people watch it, but like it's the truth though. It's like we need people that are gonna be there to be like, why do I react this type of way when this happens, or why do I react that? Like people don't know why they react. They just react. They don't know why they see other people doing. They don't know why they attitude. Why do I wake up with a horrible mood? They don't know why.
Yeah.
Some people just need a sense of direction to know. Okay, you don't have to just do this. You don't have to be the same way. You could change. You could correct your mind. Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that's dope, man. So yeah, man. I mean, we touched on a lot of stuff. I appreciate you so much. Man, tell the people, man, where they can find you at, man. Social media, what you got going on, man. I know you've been doing your video, your vlogs with the contract season, man. I mean, explain that first of all. Explain that to everybody. Inform them about that, and let them know, when all the next episodes coming out and what you plan on doing with that.
Okay. Well, contract season is a company that it was one of them things where before I was starting this whole journey, a guy told me back in 2015, like, hey, like, why won't you document your journey? You inspire a lot of people. You feel me? And I didn't even think of contract season at the time. It was just more or less like I didn't even know about inspiring people. Like I wasn't aware of self or nothing like that. I was just trying to hoop. Like I was trying to get paid playing ball. But I realized that basketball is only temporary. It's only a small part of my life. I don't want to be known as being a great basketball player once it's all said and done. So I felt like contract season came to me in 2016. I was like, bro, cause I was thinking about names. First, I just wanted to do YouTube videos. But then I'm like, bro, I could branch this off. Like, of course, I'm going to tell my story. But once I'm done, people can continue this contract season. Because contract season relates to the person that want to be a doctor. Yeah, person that want to be the doctor, person that want to be the lawyer, person that want to be, the teacher. Everybody's working towards that contract season. Everybody is got to, because if you don't, you fail, to society. So it's like you got and the biggest thing with my company is I want people to realize anything you want in life is already in you. That person you see, like you visualize yourself being a certain person, it's already in you. It's just your job to find it. A lot of people don't find that whatever they want to be in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you find that person, then you could be able to be in these situations, these opportunities, and you succeed at them. A lot of people get a lot of opportunities. They wonder why they fail. It's like, because you haven't become that person yet. You haven't found that person in you yet. And that's my whole big thing. Contract season is more of like I said, for the creators and doers, for the people that that see themselves there, and then they work on themselves getting there. And that's what my testament been. I've been working on this person. This person wasn't me 3 years ago. You feel me? I've been working on this person to be the person I see myself. I tell people all the time, this is one thing I'm gonna say. You gotta have a target. Like people say, oh, I just want God to bless me. Like no, you gotta be specific in what you want God to do for you. Because a lot of people that want what you want. So you gotta be specific and like, I want this, and then you gotta apply the pressure. You gotta be that person. You know what I mean? You gotta work hard and all that. But listen, you can't, okay, I'm saying this. You get in your car, people just don't get in their car and say, I'm gonna drive. They say, I'm gonna get in my car, I wanna go here, and I'm gonna come home. That should be the same thing with your life. This what, 3 to 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, this is what I see. By 29, this is how I see myself. People be like, I don't know. Like, you gotta see yourself somewhere, because if you don't, you gonna be just like the rest of the people that they just clueless. They don't know what, they just going with the flow.
Yep, they just living, like, they're not even living, like, not even really living. They just there, just existing.
They're just surviving, yeah. So that's you gotta see yourself, and then you gotta go towards that target. Because anytime, because this is the thing, it's not gonna be easy. So anytime things get tough, anytime things ain't going your way, you forget where you want to go. That's when some people just say, whatever, I don't care. But if you got that target, you know, okay, I'm gonna get there, so I'm gonna go through all this hell and high waters because I want to get to that target. You feel me? So that's the biggest thing, man. That's the biggest thing with the company is like it's a mental game. It's mental. A lot of people got more talent. A lot of people got more skill. But once you conquer yourself, the mind is powerful, bro.
You can achieve anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
So when it's episode 3, I watched episode 2. When is episode 3 dropping out?
We trying to do it like every 2.5 weeks. You know, put the episodes out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy. Like just that story in itself. My camera guy, Nick. I've been knowing the guy since he was 11, 12 years old. He's like 18 now. He's young, but he's talented, bro. The thing was, I didn't start out with him. I had a guy. I still work with him. A guy back home in Florida. He was doing my videos. And then I went out to LA. I got blessed with a guy out there. And at the time, when I came back home, before I went to Spain, I was like, bro, I ain't really got nobody that's like trying to travel. Like people I give opportunities like, hey man, I'm trying to do something like, hey, you really, I pay for your flight, whatever, come on. And yeah, people just wasn't willing to take that risk. Nick came out of nowhere. Hey bro, hit me up, man. I would love to do one of your videos sometime when you come back home to Florida. Right? This is like a couple days before I asked God. I'm like, man, I need somebody, man. He hit my DMs just like that. So we've been working together since, man. So
hey, but
people understand
you were specific too on what you asked for.
Exactly. Yep. So I'm telling you, man, you just life is a beautiful thing when you realize it's never gonna be up, it's never gonna be down. But the biggest thing is fighting through whatever challenges you were sent here to overcome, to fight through those challenges, man. You know what I mean? So you realize it. You look at it like more of
a learning experience for you.
That's what I'm saying. You look at it more of a, not like a game, but like a game as to where, okay, these are the certain obstacles I have. Okay, so how do I get what I want to get? How do I go where do I want to go? And another thing I'm gonna tell people, bro, don't be afraid to be the first one to do something. You know what I mean? Like travel the world, man. Get out your city, get out your state. Just like you went from Jersey to Florida, but you probably learned more about yourself in that thing than anything before any kind of other stuff was going on. Absolutely. You learn more about yourself. You know, like I moved to Los Angeles and I had to depend on me. Like people weren't sending like bread. I was like, bro, like it was one time when I needed $20 for gas money. I'm in LA and my thing on my car on E almost, and I got like 30 minutes to get home. And I'm like asking God, I'm like, God, I need some gas money. I probably like $5. You know, gas in LA is cheap. I mean, not cheap, but expensive. $4, whatever, a gallon. This lady comes walking up to me. Hey, how you doing, son? Like, I'm here with the church down the street. God just told me to give this to you. Lady gave me $20. just because I stuck my nigga, I was like, hey, God, like, you brought me out here. You got me out here. I need your help, man. Like, I only could do so much. You feel me? You gotta have those talks like, hey, I need help. Like, where is coming from? You feel me? And I have so many stories like that, man. That's why I stay so humble, because I know, like, even when I get where I want to go, it wasn't me. You know what I mean? It wasn't me at all, bro. It's of course it started with me, of course, you know, but it was so many people along the way that gave out that little helping hand, and they don't understand how big that was for me at the time. And it's just, it's so many stories, bro.
Yeah.
So many, man.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. That's honestly, man, it's inspiring, man. And I know I've been there, man, because like I went to Orlando. I don't know if you remember Coach Ben with the team that I was rocking with before.
Yeah. I remember him.
Man,
He's another guy I wanted to prove wrong, but go ahead.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, besides that, like me, look, a lot of people don't know. Me and Rue was out there detailing cars in the hot sun, trying to make it out there. Like we was out there detailing cars for a minute to make some bread. And yeah, man, it's just it really, like you said, it humbles you. And like you said, like you learn a lot about yourself. I definitely for sure learned a lot about myself, and I had to apply different strategies and different things to help me cope and get through whatever I was, facing at the time. But I had that vision, and I had that. I knew what I wanted, and I knew exactly what I wanted. Just like you know exactly what you want, and look at you now. Like you're getting there. And sometimes it takes baby steps. And like you said, like it's not gonna happen overnight. It's just gonna happen. It's like a compound effect. It's
Right.
Little by little, you keep putting the work in. You keep, you get exposed to an opportunity. You kill that opportunity. You show you belong there, and then you get another opportunity. It just keeps compounding.
Because this is what people don't know. I go out to South America. I don't have an agent right now, so my coach that's in South America is from Spain. He's like, hey, you could play. I could put you on. Like that's the only reason why I got out to Spain, because he's not with his team the club this season, but he put in a word for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like without that, but people don't understand. I saw myself there, so my subconscious is like, hey, I tell it, this is what I want to do. My mind's like, okay, we gotta figure it out. Yeah. We gotta figure it out, and that those pieces came together, and now I'm out here. You know what I mean? I know it's gonna be something else to happen where I go to the next level. I didn't know this person knew this person.
Yeah.
And one thing I'm gonna add, I ain't trying to hold you, but if you notice, like, you gotta think about it like this: if you growing now, imagine the person you could be in 3 years. You feel me? Like that person in 3 years shouldn't be nothing. Like that person you be in 3 years should be more unstoppable now, because you just keep sharpening that tool. And it's only gonna get better. That's what people don't understand. Like anything you put time into, you gonna get better at it. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. It may not happen as quick as you want to have happen, but you go, bro. That person 3 years from now, you gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because you already know what you know now, and you gonna get more information on if you keep doing your like you said, that compound. Like I said, somebody said, time will lie to you now, but reward you in the future. It'll lie to you now, like, dang, I ain't gonna go out tonight. I gotta stay home and read this book, or I gotta study this, or I gotta go to the gym. Time be like, man, book that, man, go out, go. You know what I mean? But if you say, nah, I'm gonna just stay in. I could go out. I could do something later. I stay in now though. 3 5 years, you just keep building that, and people be like, oh man, how'd you do it? Hey, I was just willing to put that time in, man, because it's gonna get better or worse, and it's up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You just gotta stay consistent.
Exactly.
But man, this was definitely dope, man. Honestly, we could definitely do more of these. Check in with you. Appreciate you so much. The best of luck to you the rest of your season. When's your next game? Y'all play this weekend? Yeah,
play this weekend. Got a pretty big game this weekend.
Okay.
like I'm top 5 scoring like this dude here is like #1. He's from the country Georgia. He's supposed to be the man. So yeah,
Man,
so
you
it's a
already know what time
challenge.
it is. I don't even gotta say
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I gotta get busy. So it's
Yeah.
gonna go ahead.
Hey man,
Mm-hmm.
well, man, you do your thing. I'm not gonna hold you for too long. I know you got things to do, but again, I appreciate you. Everyone out there, you tuning in. You want to follow him? What's your at name? Let him know.
Oh, at Prince_1 Trey, one like the number sign, number 1 TR3Y, and then contract season is at contract_season, and then you can find out more stuff like updated on contractseason.com.
There we go. There we go. Follow this man, man. He's very inspirational. Um, bro, I know you're gonna be in that ACB soon, man. Keep working.
Oh,
Keep
you know
working.
that's already on the
Keep
list.
working,
That's
man.
on the
Keep
list.
working.
It's on the list.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But for sure, man. Keep doing what you're doing, and hey, greatness to you.
Appreciate you, man. Like I said, bro, I'm glad you in there. We gotta definitely do some stuff 3, 5 years from now. You gotta come back to Sanford, man. Like I really like I see it. You know what I mean? So we just gotta just keep doing what we gotta do to get
Oh yeah,
there. You
I'm
know,
out here.
'cause
I'm a Florida boy now, back with it. So
oh,
when you
yeah,
back,
no,
whenever you get back, just hit my line.
yeah,
Orlando is nothing but 3 hours where I'm at.
yeah,
You can come
cause
out here. We can figure it out. Get some training
yeah,
going.
cause right, and the kids back home they really need stuff like this. You know, so
Yeah, absolutely,
yeah.
for sure. But all right, man. Thank you so
All right, big
much.
dog.
And I hope
Yep.
anyone tuning in, I hope you gain some very a lot of insight from this man, and that you were able to take some of the things that he poured out into you guys and instill it into your daily lives, and be able to just enrich yourself and get better. So all right, I appreciate you. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, y'all be easy.
Thanks, man.